The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepareth a table before I in the presence of our enemy. Them uno anointed I head with uno oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I then. May I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja, kedama we groma bea te la e exag beer tana istalina bashante shante 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 kedama we groma bea te la e. This is the Black Pot, aka Koku Anyidoho, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there's something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, sizes, colors, aromas, and even flavors. Abandon and relegate all their differences in some little dirty corner and relocate into the black pot where they are subjected to some amount of good eating. In the aftermath, they produce food. Ironically, they do not even partake in the eating of the food, the black pot and the ingredients. It is us, the eaters, who do. Yet every time, the ingredients and the black pot in this collaboration will rise to the occasion to produce food for us. What lessons can we derive from this collaboration of the black pot and the ingredients? It's a lesson of selflessness. It's a lesson of generational thinking. Oh yes, it's a lesson of sacrifice. How many of us would intentionally plant trees that we know we will not live long enough to benefit from in terms of the fruits and also of the shade? How many of us will work so hard to be able to achieve something and tell ourselves that we need to share with the rest of the world? Many of us will tell ourselves that we are the only people deserving of enjoying the fruits of our labor. For that matter, no other beneficiary is invited. As a generational thinker, we must think about generations yet to come, children that we are making. There are children that will also be coming, so that whatever decisions we take, we rope them into that decision making. Whatever we have now, be it mineral resources or even fauna and flora, we must think about how we can preserve all these things so that generations yet to come can also benefit from this. It is not about how much we are given. It is about how we make it benefit everybody from generation to generation. Write it down. It is not about what we are given, but how to preserve it for use by generations to come. This is the Black Pot, aka Koku Anyidoho, and here we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much for allowing me in the comfort of your home, sir. I want to say thank you so much for choosing this dial, of course. And I want to thank you for logging on. We are live on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is called Black Empire Media, BLAKK Empire Media. We are also live on Facebook, and it's the same name, Black Empire Media. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, hit on the subscription button and also hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be the very first person to be told to watch. Again, please share this broadcast, like it, and send in your comments. We shall read your comments twice in the Blakk Pot today, as we always do. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Koku Anyidoho, and here we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Share the broadcast so many more can watch this. All right? Okay? And if you have been thinking about traveling, but some things have been setting back all your plans, maybe visas, maybe lengthy paperwork, and maybe even cash, this is the opportunity for you. Prudie Workforce is here. And when we talk about Prudie Workforce, we are talking about the fact that we can get you a visa. We can even go ahead to do more for you as long as you are interested in traveling. Prudie Workforce. Now, Prudie Workforce, this is what Prudie Workforce does. First and foremost, it's located right there inside Medina. Yes, at the taxi rank next to the Echo Bank. Prudie Workforce will make sure that you travel in peace and harmony. All you need is a passport-sized photograph and a photocopy of the bio page of your passport plus a bank statement. Don't worry about the bank statement if you don't have anything in it. Even if you have zero in it, no problem. Or 1 CD or 2 CDs, no problem. The importance of a bank statement is to show that you have a bank account so that whatever money you might earn can be sent into it. Now, take the numbers that are on the screen right now. I'm going to tell you something important. Are you a mason? Are you a teacher? Are you a doctor? Are you an engineer? Maybe you are a plumber. Maybe you are a welder. Maybe you are even a cleaner. Maybe you are even a roofer or a bricklayer. This is the best opportunity for you to travel around the world. Where do you want to go to? Is it America? Is it England? Maybe you want to go to Zimbabwe. Maybe you want to travel to South Africa. Maybe you even want to go to Nigeria. You probably want to go to Algeria, Morocco. Maybe you want to go to Zanzibar, Tanzania. Oh, Zambia is very beautiful. Maybe you want to be on the river Zambezi. Maybe you want to feel the true vibrations of Africa. This is the best opportunity for you. Now, the good thing about Prudie Workforce is they will tell you how to get you there. They will get you the visa. They will get you an air ticket. And they would also get you free accommodation wherever you are going, be it in America, in Africa, in England, or any of the Schengen states, UK, Canada, Australia, and the Schengen states, no problem. This is how they will do it. After telling you how you can get there and aiding you to get there with a free visa, free air ticket, and free accommodation, as you can see on the screens, they make sure that they find you work to do so you can finance the rest of your holidays. The money comes to you and you alone. You will work so that you will never be stranded. You make money to be able to finance your holidays. Some people fly out and they have to quickly fly back because they've run out of money. With Prudie Workforce, they make sure that you spend some time also working to make some money. And remember, never to overstay. It's a bad practice to travel and overstay. Remember, as soon as you make your money, come home and help to invest in our economy to help Ghana grow. Don't blow all the money out there. This is Prudie Workforce. Please pick up the numbers and call Prudie right now. And the good news is yours. Oh, yes. Yes. You want to fly out. You want to have fun. You want to go on holiday. I like to travel too. Prudie Workforce is the answer. Come here. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Koku Anyidoho. And here we speak truth to power. Today we have 5 very powerful issues we want to look at. And they are all very interesting. Let's go straight to the point. Number 1, watch it. Hey, watch it. It says Lie-A-Thon. Bawumia to set new record in lies. Now we all know that the king of lies in Ghana has been crowned, and that is Bawumia. True? Who is Bawumia? Bawumia is the vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, that is his name. They brought him from nowhere, made him a politician, a fine gentleman who was never interested in politics, corrupted him, and now he's one of the biggest liars politics in Ghana has ever seen. Even little babies will point a finger at him and say, this man's head is full of lies and nothing. I am yet to find out what he studied at the university for his PhD. What research went into it. Maybe it's a research of lies. My brother, my sister, this is Bawumia. Some people have turned his name around and they call him Bawolaya. Correct pronunciation, Bawumia. This is the fine gentleman who has been corrupted. And now he wants to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. Such a joke. And I've said it time and again. Should this man become president, I am leaving your country for you for as long as he's president. Yes, we have had enough of the lies, enough of the treachery, enough of all the nonsense. And it's time now to breathe some fresh air. I want to ask you, is your life now better than it was 9 years ago when the other party was in power? Your life, is it better now than 20 years ago when the other party was in power? You have to rate all these things by who was in power and what was the quality of your life. That is all that we are preaching. That's why a lot of Rasta people don't vote, because they see all these people as one bunch of liars. Bawumia, they call him Bawolaya. Now he's going to take part in what is known as a Lie-A-Thon. And today when I saw it, I smiled. It's flying all over the internet. These are the same colors that Efua Asantua is using for her Singe-a-thon. Now there is Lie-A-Thon. The only thing that is missing here is the microphone. Big as it is, we can't find it on Bawumia's Lie-A-Thon. But nothing is taken from it. And look at the days he wants to lie. December all the way down to 2024. He is going to have a whole wonderful time lying. A 1 year lying marathon. Oh my God. A 1 year lying marathon. That is what they are saying. And it's A1 lies. But how are we coming by the ton and ton and ton? Some are having sex-a-thon. Some are having ganja-thon. Some are even now having the Lie-A-Thon. It's all because of one pretty lady. And her name is Efua Asantua. This is the lady. Yesterday we dissected everything about her. And we put everything on the table for you to see exactly who this pretty lady is. She's been Miss Tourism before. She competed in the GMB, Ghana's most beautiful competition twice, and she got to the final, never was able to grab the crown. She has been part of so many different positive things in little children, in teens, and much more. We are told that she's a master planner. And she can be on her 2 feet and plan so well and make sure that everything comes to very good fruition. This is the woman we are dealing with. She's a mother of how many children? Miensa, 3 beautiful children. The husband is already strained and everything is getting out of him out of exhaustion. Pushing and supporting his wife to be able to go for the Singe-a-thon. I have said it again and I'm going to repeat it. I do not see the importance of this Singe-a-thon. Health-wise, it's not very, very good. The lady here, this is the 5th day of her singing, right? Did she take a bath in 5 days? Certainly not. I asked somebody, a journalist at the place, said, oh, maybe they have to clean some very important parts. Which are the important parts? May I know? You don't bath for 5 solid days as a woman. What you do is to clean some important parts as we are told. How? Why? And where? We have to ask all these questions. Why is she not bathing? Because when she sings for 1 hour, she goes for a break of 5 minutes. Am I correct? And if she sings for 4 hours, she goes for a break of 20 minutes. Am I correct? And if you sing for 4 hours and you go for a break of 20 minutes, can you take a bath within the 20 minutes? How about food? My brother, my sister, they make the rules so tight so that it's the fittest of the fittest that will be able to break that. And science tells us that the fastest killer is sleeplessness. It's not cancer. It's not HIV/AIDS. What kills you more is not hunger. It's not water. What kills you more is sleeplessness. For all 5 days, she's never been able to sleep. This is very, very disastrous to the health of this young lady. But many people just edge her on to doom. And I will not do that. You are urging the young girl on to doom. Sing for 1 hour and only take a break for 5 minutes. Sing for 4 hours and take a break for 20 minutes. You can never repeat a song until after singing for 4 solid hours. And this is the chart of the rules. Open it up so we can see it clearly. Now, this is the chart. And this chart is telling us the rules of the game. This chart is telling us exactly what she has to go through in order to be able to break the record held by an Indian. Number 1, you have to go and pick application forms. Number 2, you can't sing one song twice until after 4 days. Am I right? Or after 40 hours. Yes, after 4 hours. After 4 hours, you can repeat a song. Now the chart has become bigger and we got to see it. It says, no piece of music may be repeated in performance within 4 hours. So after 4 hours, you can do that. Applicant is permitted to take a 5-minute break every hour or 20-minute break after 4 hours. Improvisation of jamming is not allowed. In other words, if you are singing the song, you are not supposed to bring in your own lyrics. You have to sing the lyrics of the original song. That is what is called improvisation. You can't do improvisation. You have to sing original. And it says applicants may be accompanied or unaccompanied. But if they are accompanied, nobody is supposed to take part in the singing. And if they are accompanied by a band that is playing for them to sing, the band may not play for so long. That's 4 hours. After 4 hours, you break. You don't have to play for more than 4 hours and another band comes in. That is what it's supposed to be. Now, after the attempt, a playlist of all tunes performed must be maintained and submitted with the claim. Applications are granted to applicants who are 16 years plus. Why 16 years? Age of consent. That is what that means. And now when you look at it, it says songs sung throughout the attempt must be recognizable and performed to a reasonable standard. In other words, you cannot come and stand there and say, and nobody knows what song you are singing. At least people should be able to tell that this is this song that you are singing. Then also, singing must be continuous with only brief pauses of not more than 30 seconds. My brother, if you are singing, you cannot break for more than 30 seconds. So the interesting thing is that there are some songs that you sing and the musician breaks for about a minute to allow the beat to play. In fact, if it's about a minute, it means you must keep singing. You have to hum. Or else, when it goes beyond the 30 minutes of pausing, you might be disqualified in that song. 30 seconds in waiting. Check this out. It says each song performed must last for at least 2 minutes. It must last, and this is very important because I'm going to play you a video very soon. It says each song performed must last for at least 2 minutes. It means it can be more than 2 minutes. But at the time that our lady was going for the competition, she said that each song must not last more than 2 minutes. But what it is here is that it has to be at least 2 minutes. At least means it can be 2 minutes and more, but not less than 2 minutes. Now, at the time that Efua Asantua was going for the competition, very bubbly, very beautiful, very, ready for the competition, this was what she said to educate fans about this record. Watch it.
So it's basically a singing marathon. A singing marathon. And what I'm aiming at is the Guinness World record attempt for the longest singing marathon by an individual. Okay? I'm attempting the record by an individual for the longest singing marathon. And I'm doing this for 117 or more hours, because the current record holder did 105 hours in 2012. Yes. So this attempt is strictly for Ghanaian songs. We are doing this for promoting Ghanaian songs, from gospel, high life, hip life, name it. Yes. And we are doing it this December. So for those who do not understand what Singe-a-thon is, it is simply a singing marathon. And each song must not exceed 2 minutes. Each song that I'll sing must not exceed 2 minutes. And you cannot repeat a song until the 4th hour. Right? Yeah. Let's do this.
We're able to get this video, and it's so beautiful and it's so nice. Well, you got to check it out. At the time that she was going in there for it, she was told, or probably somebody hinted her, that the song that you sing cannot be repeated until after 4 hours of singing. Correct? But she said it must not go beyond 2 minutes. That's not correct. You can go 2 minutes and even more. But my brother, why are we taking time to look at the rules and all that? I'm sure that people want to assess if she has been on track or she's broken some rules. I know there are some people who are also praying that she shouldn't make it, so that they will come out and make so much noise, because we live in a country where people are so good at pulling each other down. My interest in this is very simple. She is going for the crown. She is going to risk her life. The biggest killer in the world is sleeplessness. For 5 solid days, the young, beautiful woman will not have any sleep. She's all drained and all that. Is that what you want to encourage your children to go and do? Now, when we want to have a hunger strike, would you encourage some of these people to come in? It's not everybody who can go hungry. It's not everybody who can go without sleep for a certain period. But science tells us that even those who can withstand sleep, there are a number of days, if they go beyond, they will die. And when you check it scientifically, 5 days is too much for somebody to say, I will not sleep, I am going to sing. Because the rules say the longest break you can have is 20 minutes. Within the 20 minutes, are you going to have a shower? Are you going to sleep out of the 20 minutes? What kind of sleep are you going to have? That is 20 minutes, and you will still come back and sing. When you wake up from sleep, do you sing? You have to take time for your body to adjust. My brother, this is risky. I do not think that we should be encouraging things like this. But we have seen politicians hovering all over the place. Bawumia has been there. He has gone there for his own parochial reasons, to be able to get a certain kind of clout for his presidential whatever it is. He went all the way to Boku the other day and met the Kusasi chiefs, and he couldn't talk to them without telling them that when he becomes president, he will do A, B, C, D to bring peace in the area. Remember, we talked about this. They are overly ambitious and desperate. Somebody like Bawumia is extremely desperate to be president. And that is very dangerous. But Mahama is also talking about Efua Asantewaa. What is he saying? Watch this. Efua Asantewaa has brought global attention to Ghana. And this Mahama speaking. Run the story, my youth. Let's see something. Watch it. It says, former President John Dramani Mahama is celebrating Efua Asantua, a Ghanaian woman, for attempting to break the Guinness World Records for the longest Singe-a-thon. Mr. Mahama observed that her effort has brought global attention to Ghana and a chance to showcase the strength, agency, and industry of Ghanaian women. Efua Asantua, a young Ghanaian woman, is on her 4th day of attempting to break the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest Singe-a-thon. She has some 25 hours left to break the existing record, and her tenacity is worth celebrating. Of course, this was published yesterday. So she's in the 5th day, and she's already broken that record. That's if everything she has done will collaborate and corroborate with the laws. Now, this is what former President Mahama is saying. Everybody is trying to take a certain clout out of what is happening. If you are a politician and you don't mention this woman, at the end of the day, to come out that you don't care. And politicians are so smart with that. No wonder Mahama himself has gone into it and is heaving praises on the lady. But let us be real. Today when the lady falls down, very sick, because of what she did, her family will suffer. Already her husband is crying that they've not been able to have a good Christmas for their children, all because of this Singe-a-thon. Please, let us be very careful. What kind of a record is this that somebody is going to break? And it involves risking the person's life. 5 days, no sleep. The longest period you have to rest is after 4 hours. And remember, if after every hour you rest for 5 minutes, after 4 hours, do you still have the 20 minutes to rest? No, you have already taken your rest. 5 minutes each in every hour. So that means that in 4 hours, if you refuse to break, then you can have 20 minutes break. But if you take 5 minutes every hour, then you cannot take the 20 minutes. Are you going to bath? Is it risky not to bath for 5 days? Or it's okay to clean some important parts, as they say? Number 2, nutrition. The nutritionist, are they taking good care of her? Does she even have time to eat? Thirdly, sleep, the biggest killer. I do not think that this politician should be encouraging this. That's my opinion. And it's not born out of hatred. No, I love my country. I love to see Ghana on the international front. You all know that, right? I love to see Ghana grow big. Today, God forbid, if this lady collapses and passes on, Ghana is going to be in the eye of ridicule. Have you thought about the aftermath? It's okay for our sportsmen to run, and probably break a leg. Play football and break a leg. That is the game. But where you intentionally go for a risky thing in order to make a record, I have a problem with that. Next time, somebody is going to go on a poison ton. They are poison. This is poison. Everybody has seen that it's authentic poison. He's going to drink it. He's not going to die. He's going to drink 4 bottles. Already people are doing appetition competition. Appetition drink. Would you encourage that? No, you won't, because it's risky. Why are you encouraging Singe-a-thon? If you will not encourage appetition drinking competition, why are you encouraging Singe-a-thon? What is the reason for not endorsing appetition competition? Because health-wise it's so risky. Number 2, you can easily die out of intoxication. Even if you win the competition, it might go a long way to hurt and disturb your organs. Have we thought about all this? What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? I will not let my sister do this. Neither will I let my wife or my mother do this. I will sit them down and tell them, look, it's not worth it. There are other things we could do that are less risky. This is intentional risk. It's like somebody standing there saying, slap me 1 million times. Now we have slap competitions, right? Slap me 1 million times so I can go into the Guinness Book of Records. It's foolishness. You take pain in order to pick up a certain record. Let's think about it. Let us think about it seriously. Today, Bawumia is going to do Lie-A-Thon. Koku wants to go on a Ganja-thon or Weed-a-thon. There are some other people who soon would also be going for the Jonah-thon, where they will jump into the belly of the whale and break Jonah's record of being there for how many days? 3 days. They will be there for 7 days. Are you going to support those people? It's risky. Will you support them? If your son, listen to this. If your son said, Daddy, you know what? I'm going to jump from the 10th floor of the story building because I want to break the Guinness Book of Records. The last person who did it jumped from 7 floors. Now I'm going to jump from 10 floors. I'm sure that you will call the police quickly to arrest him and lock him up because it's risky. So why are we supporting Singe-a-thon? Sleeplessness kills faster than even poison. Sleeplessness. It's unnecessary risk. I do not want to sound like a broken tape. I leave it here. In the interim, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Koku Anyidoho, and congratulations to the king of lies, Bawumia. Please, we shall support you to go on the Lie-A-Thon so that when you win, you go and join Satan in hell, who is also your great-grandfather of lies. Together, you invent more lies in hell. To God be the glory. Come here. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Koku Anyidoho. Next story. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. It says what? Koku Anyidoho attacks Mahama again. Koku has made Mahama his target. And he's a good brethren of mine. Anything Mahama says, Koku is able to take some clout out of it because they are at some variance. He used to belong to the NDC. He still says he's a member of the NDC. And I like his boldness. But he doesn't say anything good about the NDC now. And that is the biggest opposition party in Ghana. I like it when people can stand against their parties. At least they will be different from the rest of them who are nothing but bootlickers. But the guy here is talking against his party, especially against Mahama. The last time I spoke about this, I said that there needed to be a certain truce. Mahama is older, I believe. Call the young man and tell him that, look, you've had enough. Field work. Come, sit down. Let's drink cocoa together. It's enough. It's okay, it's okay. Let's look at the differences. Work something out. Because now you need a full house to be able to take power, right? Right now, Ghanaian politics is not fair. It's all about stealing. And if you are in opposition, you need a full house. Not many people are going to support me when I say that there must be peace. The other day when I said this, there were some people who called me and said, oh, Koku is a traitor. We don't need him. Let him go. No. Even the prodigal son was accepted back by his father. I am not happy Koku is doing whatever he's doing. You understand? Why am I not happy? I think that he's embittered. And he's going out talking against Mahama. At the end of the day, when you come back and you are together, what happens? Are you going to go back on the things that you said? This is what is affecting Canada, Japan right now. He said some things against Bawumia, and now that Bawumia is going to lead his party, How is he going to go out and campaign for Bawumia again? Is he going to swallow back all those harsh and bad words supposedly that he used on Bawumia? But Koku, I think that he loves his party. I think that he still wants to be part of the party properly. And I think that something has to be done. I do not want to use the words that I should be using now. What Koku is doing for me, to be very honest with you, is born out of bitterness. The other day he told me, and you all saw it, that it is not bitterness, it's passion. This has gone beyond passion. It is bitterness. And I'm going to prove to you why it is bitterness. Watch me. When Mahama stood for the elections to be re-elected and lost, and the whole Ghana knew that he had lost, because of the results we're seeing, Koku was the first person who came out to say, no, Mahama is not losing. We are in a comfortable lead. Come here. Do you all remember comfortable lead? It became a term that was used to tease Koku. Comfortable lead. Finally, pressure mounted, and they had to concede defeat. In fact, Koku was embarrassed. He came out to tell us that they were in a comfortable lead at the time that the whole of Ghana knew that the NDC was not making it. He went through some embarrassment, whatever it was. At the end of the day, if other things did not go so well, and he probably was sidelined or alienated, certainly he's going to feel embittered. Like some other members of the MPP feel embittered and they have left the party in one way or the other and they are speaking against their party right now. The greatest of all men is not the one who speaks against his background when he's angry. It is him who will hold on to his anger and only speak when the anger is gone. Because what anger begets is not wisdom, it's regret. What Koku is doing is born out of anger and born out of bitterness. Well, it's the problem of politicians. But at the end of the day, their problems seep down to us and worry us because they are the same people we choose to lead us. A politician has a personal problem with his wife. He goes into the office and he destroys everything in the office, and that affects me who didn't have a problem with my wife or who doesn't even have a wife. I don't know how many people are following this. From the time that they lost the elections, Koku has done everything possible never to see anything good about Mahama. And I think Mahama has also taken an entrenched position. He's ignoring him and saying that do whatever you do. I asked a question the other time. Should Mahama win these elections and Koku is invited, would he be comfortable enough to go and take a position, or he will reject it? Let's think about all these things and put the nation first, the electorate first, and not our personal sentiments, or else we might end up destroying the whole nation. That's why many people don't trust politicians anymore. Koku is talking. Watch this. This is scandalous. Where is your evidence? Koku tackles Mahama on WASI results comment. Run it. He gave out his own passion. He told us. And this is what he said. A former Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Koku Anyidoho, has asked former President John Dramani Mahama to produce evidence to support his claim that the students cheated in the 2023 West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination, hence the remarkable results. Mr. Anyidoho described the comment by Mr. Mahama as scandalous. The flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress had said the recent exercise undertaken by the students was fraught with malpractices. Now, during his visit to the Mfansipim constituency as part of his Building Ghana tour in the central region, the former president alleged that some invigilators, instead of ensuring candidates did independent work, aided students in answering the questions. Dash it and bring it to it. This is the tweet Koku Anyidoho put out. This is scandalous. So the former president believes that all our hard-working children cheated in the exams in connivance with their teachers and parents. Does he have any evidence? I have seen children working very hard to excel, and this is not fair to them. You see, hold it there. Koku is intentionally twisting the whole thing so that he can make a point. I don't think Mahama said all the children who wrote the examinations cheated. What he said was that some. And it's true. There was one-time cheating. As EduWatch told us, as even WAEC told us with evidence. So what evidence is Koku looking for? Or we have to just talk, so we talk. No, we have to check our sentiments very carefully. Bitterness sometimes can swallow us and make us not the smart people that we're supposed to be. There's enough evidence. EduWatch came out and mentioned names and schools where answers were dictated to students to write. What other evidence do you need? Even WAEC, the examining body, rusticated some students and gave evidence as to why, because they took their phones into the examination hall and copied from AI, artificial intelligence. It's unfortunate. This year has been the worst year of examination malpractices. All the years that I've known Ghanaian examinations. I've seen some people with very, very qualitative grades. And when you start to speak with them, you wonder what language they wrote their exams in. Is it Chinese or Arabic? Common English grammar, they are not able to bring it out. Did they memorize their answers or their ways through? My brother, let us be fair. Let's put aside dirty politics and bitterness and anger and rancor and call a spade instead of sitting down as a nation to deal with this canker of cheating and foolishness. We are all sitting there and saying, bring evidence. What evidence? Not Ghana National Association of Teachers. They were the first people to attack WAEC and say, WAEC, bring us evidence as to your statement that some students cheated. And for that matter, you canceled their results. A lot of students. And WAEC said, oh, sir, no problem. WAEC provided evidence in 3 days. Massive evidence. NAT has gone mum, quiet. EduWatch came with names of some schools and some teachers who have even been promoted for cheating. Or better still, after cheating. Let's speak to some of our children. They will tell us how invigilators even dictated answers for them to write, especially in some of these private schools. Let us be fair, or else we are going to play the ostrich and we are going to produce non-entities in the name of education. Let's be careful. Dash it away. So, Koku, you know I love you. Koku, I love you. You know that I do. But please, let us be very, very careful what we say. The evidence is abound. There was massive cheating. Mahama did not say that all the students cheated. Of course, there were some hardworking students. That is why when we say politicians are cheats, we don't say all politicians are cheats or thieves. A lot are. And to be free, we say some politicians are thieves. And it's true. Massive stealing. You want evidence when evidence has been given? No, please. Any which way. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. And watch this. Bawumia has also caved into the whole caboodle. This is what Bawumia is saying. Don't let anyone denigrate your achievements. You worked hard for this resource. Some of the students know that they cheated. And Bawumia said, you didn't cheat. You worked very hard to get it. For political expediency. Say, upapa ewu. Now see what da. When these people should be calling for investigations. WAEC has already provided evidence as to the massive cheating. EduWatch and some other such organizations and outfits have told us how much cheating went ahead. And you come and tell them that they work hard. Now, of course, some work really hard. Some work really hard. Very soon, somebody told me, in fact, a teacher, very soon, we may have to have entrance examination, or else the educational structure in Ghana will break down if it continues like this. To enter the university, you have to write an entrance examination. To enter the SHS, you write an entrance examination. Because our examinations have been compromised. It's sad that politicians will use our children as guinea pigs for their political expediency. We won't sit down and watch them do that. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Koku Anyidoho. Come here, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we would be reading your messages. And at the same time, we have something powerful to unleash on you. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Koku Anyidoho.
This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Koku Anyidoho. Do you want to work abroad? The UK, Canada, Australia, or the Schengen states? Or you want to go through Africa? Maybe you want to go to South America. Hey, there's so many nice places you can go to. That is why I am encouraging you to speak with Trudy Workforce. Now, Trudy Workforce is located right there at the taxi rank Medina, just around the Echo Bank. And that's their digital address there. Call them right now. They will get you a free visa, free accommodation when you arrive. They would also get you a free air ticket. Take their number and call them. All you need, passport size photograph. You also need the bio page of your passport and a bank statement. Even if you don't have anything in it, that's it. You are gone. Trudy Workforce is here to stay. And once you call them, they will show you what to do. So they can take you, they will find you work to do that, to be able to finance your holiday. As you're on holiday, you want to be able to make some money and maybe shop, and come home, maybe buy some equipment and come and start some business here. Remember not to overstay. What can you do? Are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Are you an engineer? Maybe you are a carpenter or a roofer. You are probably a bricklayer, maybe a welder, a cleaner. No problem. It's your chance. Go on holiday, refresh your mind, learn more, work a little bit, make some good cash, come home and establish something. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Koku Anyidoho. And here we speak truth to power. Now the next story. And remember to send your comments coming in. And at the same time, please share the broadcast. Next story. Watch it. He says what? Residents demand sack of policemen. There's a place in the northern region called Loare. That's it. Beautiful. Loare, I've been there. When you are heading towards Bolga area, the Mamprusi area, this is the area there. Loare is a village. Mamprusi, Talensi area, thereabout. You will find Loare. Look at it. This is how they get their water. These are the places I like to live. Live here nicely and coolly. Connect with nature. Hey! This is how life should be. Unfortunately, all of us want to live in the city. Here you don't need air condition. Fresh air. And the food you eat is more than just organic. That's why some of us, once in a while, we are running left, right, and center to places like Loare to live there for some time. But duty always calls us back to come and deliver. To God be the glory. In retirement, you should think about places like this. Holidays, think about places like this. I would prefer to go here for a holiday to go into a place like, I won't mention any name. But this is Loare. Something terrible happened. And I need us to watch this. Run the story, my youth. And this is from City Newsroom. It says, Loare residents demand removal of unprofessional police officers. My God. And this was published today, the 28th. Run it, my youth. Watch this. Residents of Loare village in the northeast region of Ghana are calling for the immediate removal of police officers stationed in their community, accusing them of unprofessional conduct and excessive use of force. Listen, unprofessional conduct, excessive use of force, the two. Now let us prove it, whether the police did that or not. The demand comes after a recent incident where police officers attacked residents who prevented them. Listen. The residents prevented the policemen from apprehending, in other words, arresting an alleged motorbike thief seeking refuge in a local home. Is that correct or wrong? It's our thief. Please leave him to us. Like somebody from Nima or a Shaiman or some other such area goes to steal and he knows where to run to. Once he enters Nima, what like I career. If you are a thief, if you want to thief that. But if a Shaiman thief goes there, they will release him. It is so common in Ghana. Once my brother is a thief, I will protect him. He's different from other thieves. He's my brother. Once my sister is a thief, I will defend her. She's different from all other thieves. She's my sister. She's our own thief, family thief. The incident, which left several people injured, has sparked out outrage and renewed concerns about police brutality. Seydou Damba Abdullahi Keita, public relations officer of the Kubori Millennium Club, a local community group, described the attack as unprofessional and urged the Inspector General of Police, George Akufu-Dampare, to intervene. He told City Newsroom that the police have undergone training to work professionally, hence they should live up to it. I am describing it as unprofessional because you cannot tell me that when an angry resident pelts a stone at a police officer, it is required of the police officer to fire a gun at an individual who is, who in actual sense, the police should be protecting. We are not trained. We are just residents, and we are not trained on this thing. But the police have been trained by our resources, with our resources, right? We want to see a stop to this kind of nasty situation. We want a complete stop. He added, if the police officers IGP has brought to our areas are not professional enough, then we demand an immediate removal of their services. The residents are also demanding an investigation into the actions of the police. Actions of the police. Run it, my youth. Actions of the police. Oh my God. They are demanding investigations into the actions of the police. My brother, you have a policeman who is coming to arrest an alleged thief. The story is that a Fulani man parks his motorbike and goes to buy something in the next shop. Fulani man is buying the thing and he realizes that his motor has sparked. Broom, 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 broom. Hey, 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 hey. Thief is running away. He calls the police. The police goes to arrest this thief. Everybody saw the guy stealing the Fulani man's motorbike. But because the Fulani man is a stranger, he's not a native of Loare. Therefore, they will do everything possible to protect their own citizens and indigents against a stranger, no matter how wrong this person is. The police duty is not to protect and shield and shroud rot. It's supposed to expose it. Police comes in. The guy is in this house. Open the gate right now. Open the gate. Say, no, he's our thief. We won't open it. Open the gate right now. It's order from above. Open it right now. We are the police. We are here to arrest this guy. No, we are not opening it. No. Kai, if you go open this thing, then I dey chew grass. I'm not going to open them. Open this thing. The police says open. Then people start throwing stones at the police. Throwing stones at the police who have no shield. The police in Lorry have no shield. They have no helmet. Because those areas don't normally record crime. People are pelting stones at them. Now when the police start running away, what kind of record are they going to set in there that the police is weak, right? So right now, thieves will make that place their haven. After all, the police there are cowards. They are running. So police decides that, hey, let's take a step back. Stones keep flowing. Now the police start to shoot warning shots. Pow, 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 pow in the air. And lorry people now realize that, no, the police people have bullets in their guns. So they start to run helter-skelter, crashing each other. The police take advantage of that, round a few of them up who are still trying to be a little violent, and police go a little unprofessional by slapping one or two of them, kicking one or two of them because of the stones that they received. Of course, that's quite unprofessional. Like the man in there said, when they throw stones at you, do you shoot them? But the police didn't shoot. They fired warning shots. Arrested some of those people who were trying to prevent them from arresting the alleged thief. My brother, let's be very careful. You don't need to be trained to have common sense. The people of Lorry who prevented the police from arresting that guy, they don't have common sense. They don't need police training to know that this is wrong. Somebody has gone to steal somebody's motorbike. The best you can do is to allow the police to take him away. Accompany the person to the police station. No, you are better armed than the police, so you want to prevent the police from going in. Is that how we have to deal with our police? If this was London police, you know what they will do? They will call for backup. Fire some tear gas amongst them, which would even be worse than a slap. Spray them with hot water. Maybe even pepper spray them. Round all of them up in handcuffs and throw them in there. They will charge them money that they can't even pay if they sell all their farms there. Sometimes it's better to take one slap and go and sit home quietly with a broken jaw than to be rounded up in handcuffs and thrown behind bars. You will spend all your life savings trying to break the handcuffs. I'm so disappointed in the people of Loire. I hate police brutality. But what should our police do? Every time police has done this wrong, every time police has done, what should the police do? They are pelting stones at the police. They are running away. Stones are still following them. They are running. People are chasing them and singing and dancing. That chasing them with stones. Should our police sons and daughters go and die because of stupid people? Somebody Somebody has stolen a motorbike. Police has come to arrest the person. The best you can do is to speak with the police and say, are you sure this is the person? No, we won't allow him. He's our thief. He's a family thief, so we love him. Police says, the law says we have to arrest him and arraign him before court. No, Debida, you lie. It won't happen here. Do you know whose house this is? This is Malan Ishau Isaka. You will not enter this house. Say, please, police, we are entering the house. No, you are not entering. Then you start pelting stones at the police. What should police do? Ill-prepared police. All the shields and the helmets and all those spray guns and whatever, they are in Accra. Those in Lorry, no, they don't need that. Please, let's respect the police. Police, I've been telling you, respect yourselves. Respect yourselves. The 2 cities, 5 cities, 10 cities that you take from the street. This is why people are disrespecting you. I've spoken to Dan Parry over and over. And I'm going to have my Dear Ghana tour, where we'll tour the whole of Ghana and talk about patriotism. I told you it's going to start in March. I'm going to meet up with Dan Parry. The police has to be rebranded. Nobody respects the police in Ghana. We see them as people we can easily pay off or buy off. And that is dangerous for our democracy. Anytime you see a policeman, you see a symbol of bribery. I am hurt. Why should police people go to Lorry to try and do their work? People's sons and daughters who are trying to contribute their quota to see a nation develop. You pelt them with stones and chase them away and call them cowards. And when they try to show you a little manpower, then there's a problem. People say police brutality. If you had stoned these police and killed them, you would have carried them in casket, pampara, pampara, and you are all marching, slow marching to go and bury them. Yet the people who are throwing stones at them are still living with their children and so on and so forth. It's annoying. Respect the police. Respect the police. If we don't respect our police, then we don't have a nation. It's going to be a nation of lawlessness. After all, we have no respect for the police. It's a shame. Lorry people, be wise. It's a nice village. I love the village. But I do not like the people who prevented the police from doing their work. Police, also respect yourselves. Stop taking unnecessary bribes. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Koku Anyidoho. Here we speak truth to power. Come here. When we return, we're going to be reading your messages. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Koku Anyidoho.
This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Koku Anyidoho, where we speak truth to power. Bessie Coleman, she flew this plane and then, yeah, she died, you know, in that plane crash, you know. We remember her, first black woman to fly a plane. We remember her. Rest in perfect peace. All right, so let your messages come in. Watch this. Asma Bandawan says the king of the airwaves is on. Come here. You think say you day wise. Gosway Jata says live in Kumasi, Black Rasta. Black Rasta here. Wayo. Muhammad Benjaya 1. Hey, MC Scorpion from Ashaiman. He says, welcome, my vibrant visionary brother. Blakk, keep the fire blazing. And your suffering wouldn't be in vain. Biele. You are mentoring a lot of the youth in secret. The fire. Pam mbyale. Well, this is what we seek to achieve. To be able to mentor as many people as possible for a better Ghana, a better Africa. Bright Smart says, Blakk Rasta, we love you so much. I love you too. Muhammad Wumbe Abdallah says, Blakk, these days, time and job don't allow me to join you live, but I do watch you after the streaming. Keep the fire burning. No amount of hate or opposition can put out the fire you set. Oh, God have mercy. I love you, Muhammad Wumbe Abdallah. Yeah, we haven't seen you in the live sessions for some time now, but I am assured and reassured that you always come back to watch it and you pick up a few vibes and also spread the vibes. We are inspired by this. Adam Fuseni says, Lie-A-Thon pa. He says, Lie-A-Thon pa. He says, no, doesn't take a shower after every 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. I mean, if it was a man, 5 minutes we can even have a shower, right? Then you are out. But it's a woman, and women normally take time to have their shower. So the question is, in the 5 days, did she have a shower? I asked the question, and somebody there told me, they clean some important parts. Okay. All in the name of setting a record. Is it worth it? Ablode Michael says, Blakk, you are indeed a king of wisdom. Jah guide and protect. I never miss your program. Thank you for always making my day and others. Sweet Papito says, Wayoy! Always watching in silence, in a silent mood. Enemies at work, but Jah is always with us. Run it, me general. Blessed. Sweet Papito comes back to say they can't prevent us spitting the truth. Mirror says, come here. No one is bigger than the truth. For real. Muhammad Wumbe Abdallah says, cleaning some important parts made me laugh. Like Baron Bawumia, king of lies. My God. Yeah, clean some important. I don't know what is important, but which parts are not important? Is it the face? Or is the back? Maybe it's the stomach. Muhammad Banjeawan says, hey, I feel we are making progress, bro. For it's only good things that are being fought. And I feel they are fighting us as regards to the recent breakdown in the internet. Tigarba Nasara. God has blessed us. Yes, Tigarba Nasara. Yamangle. Well, for some 2 days now, we come in and the internet starts dancing azonto, 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 and keeps breaking and all that. But it looks like today it's been quite stable. We will do our best. We can't do it all, but we will do our best. Wanini Boy says, good evening, Blakk. Dilari says, Blakk Pot, keep the fire burning. Nothing but the truth. Watching you live from the United States of America. Blessed love, my brother, and keep the fire blazing wherever you are. Osaberima TV says, come here. You think, say you day wise. Who guy who? I like the name. Who guy who? Says, Blakk, there's another Koku-A-thon by a Ghanaian lady from the 1st of January to the 5th of January in Tamale. I know that lady. I think she's called Phyla. And she's also a musician. She wants to do Koku-A-thon. Cook for a number of hours. What are the rules? That one to do they sleep? They can sleep. They can put the soup on the fire and go to sleep. Which cook puts something on the fire and goes to sleep? Not a good cook. All these things, I do not know what our virtues are. You cook for so many hours. So what? You are the best cook in the world? Or you are an endurance cook? Or when Ghana is at war with Somalia, you will be the cook who will stand on your feet to cook for 10 days non-stop so people can always have food. It looks like the things that we are accepting in these times, we should refuse them. And the things that we are refusing in these times should have been the things we should be upholding and embracing. Please think about it. The sister here goes for Singe-a-thon. Let's say she breaks the record. There's a woman in Nigeria who is also going to start from next week. The same Singe-a-thon. Imagine she sings for 7 days and breaks this. It means she would have been the queen for just 2 days or 3 days, right? It takes time for Guinness to even put you on. Then what madness is that? Singe-a-thon is going to continue like that, right? Until people start dying, then they'll ban it. Remember that when the Guinness Book of Records, it used to be called Guinness Book of Records, then it became Guinness World Records. From 1955 when it started, they were accepting even murder as record. Did you know that? I said when Guinness Book of Records started in 1955, they were accepting murder until 2006 when Alfonso from Colombia was removed from the Guinness Book of Records. They said he had killed 100 and something people. And he said he had killed 300 people. He said, I've killed 300 people. Guinness Book of Records. He said, no, murder is no more part of it. Do you know that they were even putting people in there for the number of wild animals they could kill? Fighting with lions. If you are able to defeat the lion, then they put you in the Guinness Book of Records. Oh, so you are that strong? Go and get some big farm and farm. Plant cassava. And if you feed, I think we should have a feed-a-thon. Feed-a-thon and work-a-thon. Let's see how many people Bawumia can feed and for how long. That's an achievement. Let's have work-a-thon, where Ghanaians would work and work and work and work and work and eschew laziness. And we hold the record for work-a-thon. We are workaholics. Achu Benjamin says, oh my God, it's sad. I'm only for Richard says, Blakk, good evening and happy Christmas to you and your crew. Mr. Blakk, how far with Jackie Quake Singh case, right? With Cecilia Dapa. Well, they say it's still on. They are still chasing it. This Koku-a-thon and marathon and ganja-thon and all those, they have come in to silence all of this. Some people even think that it's a political gimmick to be able to take attention from the most important things, the political killings that we have in this nation. See? That's what it is. See? Well, Francis Ampim says, good evening, my legend, Blakk Rasta. Please tell me why politicians don't accept opinions from the opposition. Pride. Empty pride. They don't want to accept it. And then they will say that, we were those who even taught them how to do it. For that matter, you should rather vote us in. Because if they are accepting tuition from us, then put the teacher in there. It's a political nonsense. Unlike in other countries where they share ideas and do things, here, no. No. Dash it. Asma Banda says, wow, this government, they tarnished Dr. Bawumia's image. Kamaldin Jan, TDS. He says, well, Kamaldin Jan, thank you so much. He's all the way in Saudi Arabia. He says, greetings, my king and rule. Prophet Blakk Rasta, can you imagine Lie-A-Thon? Oh, yes. Bawumia, stop your red card. Stop. Your red card is on the way coming. Don't rush. Reason. All right. Kojo Macheso says, thank you, Blakk Rasta. Solly Evans says, on point. He says, fire, Blakk Rasta. All right. Karigo GH says, good evening. Youngster Ali says, wayo, more fire. Andre Salifu says, more fire, Blakk Rasta. Akondo Guda says, wayo, Allah bless you for speaking truth to power. Watching you live from Pittsburgh. Blessed Lord, my brother. King Power says, the wise one. Run the show, my youth. And Gabriel Blankson says, I always believed there is no independent observer in Ghana. But Blakk RASTA is neither NPP nor NDC, always speaking the truth of the Ghanaian. I mean, we stand on the side of the truth. Nothing more. It's been like this, my brother. And when I meet God, I pray I meet God. I tell, thank you for creating me the way you did. If I realize that I am going to be compromised, I run away from it. I run away. People I accept gifts from, they are ghetto people who bring me one banana, one this, one that, nkate, and all those things. As for those who come with the dollars and all that, we avoid them. They're thrown. Or you're ewifu. Most of them, trust me. Next story, my youth. And this is the penultimate story. News editor sacked for supporting Alan Kyerematen. Who is that news editor? This guy. Kuse wate? Kuse. These days it's so difficult to get a job. And when you get a job and you lose it like that, it's very painful. Denchramine Radio, 91.9, and they have the colors of the MPP. And they says, Adamu, Denchra, Pintimprem, Mini Sono, Pintimprem, Mini Sono. I like it. It's powerful. I like it when tradition comes to play like this. Run the story, my youth. Watch it. News editor sacked for allegedly supporting Alan's movement for change. Run the story. Watch this. It says, a news editor at Denchramine Radio at Dunkwa on a thing in the central region, Andrews Owusu, popularly known as Obidombie Owusu Aswemi, has been dismissed by his employers for allegedly supporting Alan Kyerematen's movement for change. The management of the radio station, said to be owned by Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Mr. Kwesi Agyeman, is alleged to have accused the news editor of using the radio station's platform to support activities of the movement for change, thereby making the governing New Patriotic Party, which the owner of the station is a member, unpopular in the area. You know why I'm laughing? Kwesi Agyeman was my boss at Happy FM. He loves me. So I want to kill this story. Mpese story nubio. Akwa Jibrahim. Kwesi Agyeman is now the boss of the GTA. And they are those endorsing and also supporting my dear Ghana tour. So this is a very dicey story. However, a copy of the dismissal letter in the possession of Kasapa FM Online did not indicate his alleged association with the movement for change as reason for his dismissal, but he was accused of repeated insubordination despite several warnings and queries. But the former news editor, in an interview with Kasapa News, Yao Bojan, vehemently rejected the allegation leveled against him. According to him, he has not done anything wrong to warrant his dismissal from the radio station, which he has served diligently. Wow. That's it. Well, it's your word against my word. But I know that these dirty people in power can do worse than this. Nana Akufo-Addo is so intolerant. Chasing journalists, beating journalists, left, right, and center. In the tenure of office of Nana Akufo-Addo, freedom of speech has descended so low. I do not know Kwesi Agyeman as a man who will stoop this low, because I went into his office and he knows that I vehemently oppose his party, the NPP. He knows it. He knows me and Nana Akufo-Addo are not friends, and his boss is Nana Akufo-Addo. He knows that me and Bawumia are not friends, and he knows this. But he never said, Black Rasta, we are not going to support you. I went to the office in the name of Ghana, not in the name of NPP. We've written letters to all the so-called presidential aspirants. All of them. This is Kwesi Agyeman. He's my boss. He used to like me, like my fire. Firing those days. They were in opposition. Firing. They liked it. And when they came into power and were firing, they couldn't say stop because they enjoyed it when the fire was in favor of them. Now that the fire has come to them, they must accept it and endure it, right? This is Kwesi Agyeman, nice gentleman. He's never told me, you speak against my president, you speak against Bawumia, so for that matter, it will be hard to endorse your... It's about Ghana. He loved the idea. He said, yes, my dear Ghana. He even started singing, arise Ghana youth for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold it and make her great and strong. We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a moral land. I know some of you don't know this. The Indomie babies, they don't know this song. He liked it and he pushed it. But, news editor, my little suggestion to you, I don't want to call it advice. Go to the Labour people. Report the case that you were sacked because of this. Once you have proof, then you can get compensation. Or else it's going to be your word against their word. I will be so disappointed if actually Kwesi Agyeman sacked you because you supported movement for change. I'm going to ask him. And we're going to follow this story. I'll call him and I'll ask him. He's my boss. From Happy FM. After Kingsman, he became my boss. And me and him had a cordial relationship from that time till now. He's always known Black Rasta as a fireman. I stand with the truth. I'm not a politician. I don't like that name. That's it. Last story. Keep your messages coming in right after this one. We're going to read your messages and we close. KT Hammond attacks youth again. How many of us know Kwabena Tahir Hammond? He's supposed to be an MP and also a Minister of Trade. Do we all remember him? He was the one who said that the youth in Ghana cannot rule because they have coconut heads. But when you look at his head and bring a coconut around, you might not know the difference. Me and this fine gentleman went to the same school. When I say the same school, we didn't sit in the same class. He finished 50 years before I entered. T.I. Ahmadiyya Secondary School, Kumasi. I saw him once or twice during student meetings and all that. But I'm disappointed in him. The youth are the majority. It's only a politician who has no vision who will talk against the youth and still to win elections. If politics is truly about numbers, and you talk down the youth and still expect to win elections, I don't know by what magic. He said the youth, they have coconut heads. Or said one thing, or ya kube, or yeter, or ya kube. Kube. That's what he said. He never apologized, this guy. Today, he's speaking again against the youth. Run it, my youth. Watch it. Hey, bring the headline. What is he saying? Stop scrambling for our space in parliament when we still have life in us. KT Hammond to the youth. I said, no youth should try and compete with him over the MPship because he still has life. And when you read it, it's so nauseous. Read the story. The member of parliament for Adansi Asqua KT Hammond has re-entered the New Patriotic Party MPP parliamentary primary in the constituency. In an interview with GH1 TV, the lawmaker says his motivation was to go back to parliament to help fill the vacuum created by the decision of many experienced MPs from the MPP side not to return to the house. He is Rock of Ages, Rock of Gibraltar. All old men can retire, but he will not retire. He will go and clean up and occupy the space that they left. The Minister of Trade and Industry first entered Parliament in 2001, 22 years ago, and is currently serving his 6th term in the farming constituency. He is facing competition from 3 other aspirants who have already filed their nominations in the Adansia Square constituency, including Sami Binfo Dakwa, Kwabena Asamoah, and Dr. Boache Echampong. KT Hammond told the media in Adansa Sokwa that he was responding to calls from his constituents to seek another term, judging by his good works. Well, if the people of Adansa Sokwa think that he's doing a good job, why not? But listen, following the announcement by Joseph Osei Owusu, MP for Bekwai, Dan Botre, MP for Okeri, Samuel Atachian, MP for Ebuakwa South, and Osei Che Mensa Bonsu, MP for Swami, that they will not be returning to Parliament, Mr. KT Hammond said their decision will create a vacuum in Parliament and affect the quality of work in the House. He therefore urged the youth to desist from contesting for the space of experienced parliamentarians. He's warning the youth. Please, you are making the old men retire. Be careful. As for me, you can never make me retire with this your coconut heads. This is MP-A-thon. MPs who are running the MP marathon. That's them, MP-A-thon. Coconut-a-thon. My God. This is what the man is saying. He wants the youth to stay away. He has no respect for the youth. He's an arrogant man. He's an analog-minded man in a digital world. He's archaic, outlandish. These are not the people who should encourage. These are the people who should sit by the fireside. See, nanako, koko, bongo, bongo, to, mame, boom, boom, fire. Papa Bio. Nana boy, you said ti. Onu na koto. Okra, eba fie. Se obe sure okra no. Anapa bia beti se okra no ye meow. Meow. Anaju meow. Meow. Okra no no nim se papa no ya igbeni. And odinu di agro. These are the people who should be telling us these stories by the fireside, not to be in Parliament. Archaic minds. Analog minds. They have no respect for the golden age of technology. No respect for AI. Analog. These are the people who still like to type. That typewriter. There are those who still go to the post office and say, I want stamps. I want to send a letter to my brother at Karachi. Karachi, stamps. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Koku Anyidoho, where we speak truth to power. I like the post though. I love posts, honestly. Maybe Maso in why I appreciate you. Let's see your comments and then we'll leave. Innocent Selassie says, Black Rasta, I love what you have been doing. Continue the good work. Thank you. King Power says, Baulaya is empty-headed and that's all. Solly Evans says, we really need to look and restructure our educational system because one day, this attitude of massaging wrongs will come and hunt us all. Mark Romeo Fori says, good evening, Professor Blakk, sir. Saeed Baka says, tribalism and lack of civilization would always bring this. Our brother Michael says, God will continue to bless you, Blakk, for speaking truth to power always. I'm proud of you and would always be. Black Eye says, it's a fact that Western ways of testing at the end of terms hasn't worked for us. We should rather come up with our own indigenous ways. Tailed, okay, I can see it from here, on how students receive what they are taught. All right. Is this the Black Eye that I know? If it's the Black Eye that I know, blessed love, I respect Black Eye. Blessed love, he has some beautiful song. It's called Odokai. Very beautiful. Yeah, man. We were going to play it today, but we ran out of time. We'll certainly play it tomorrow. Black Eye says, packing up 40 students in a classroom and teaching everyone at once, expecting everyone to learn at the same time, is really absurd. By now, we should all know people learn at different rates and paces. That's right. Sharif Ibrahim says, Wayo. Black Eye says, we should bring all the stakeholders, including traditional teachers, and come up with our real Ghanaian tailored testing, which in the long run benefits Ghanaian society. Education should show results. This should be my Black Eye. He writes like this, and he lives in America. Blessed Lord, Black Eye. Ubia Fata says, more fire. And says, Wayo. All right. Niyama Johnson says, Bawumia and Mr. Lie are twin brothers. Ubia Fata says, good job, Rasta. Bless up. Black Eye says, we agree with Orthodox universities, but we should also have non-Orthodox universities which don't demand test results, but your willingness to learn and give both some time and aggregate their outcome. I agree with that. We have to be radical in our thoughts and approaches. That is what is going to save us. Radical thinking, out of the box. It's the Black Pot. I appreciate you. I thank you for your time. God bless you. We're going to catch you again tomorrow between 10 and 2. Until then, please share the broadcast. Jah guide you. Blessed guidance and protection. Wayo!